So Cyberpunk 2077 expansion just got a release date targeted for 2023. Uh, okay, back at it with another Cyberpunk news story. More disappointing news. All right, this article is basically from IGN, and I'm not gonna go through it entirely, but basically, CDPR has pledged to continue supporting the game, and their first expansion is slated to be for 2023. How do I feel about this? It's a smack in the face. I'm sorry. It's just this game came out unfinished, half baked. It wasn't a complete game. Now, don't get me wrong. I when it came out, that was one of my favorite games of the year, just based off of the story and how I was like tied into the characters. I love that game for the story. It reminded me of a TV show that like a crime drama. But to say that this game was fully finished, no, no. The game had all these expectations. We just got a freaking next gen patch this year. Mind you, the game came out in 2020. So put two and two together. We had to wait a whole year to get a patch. Now we gotta wait another year just to get the expansion pack. And my whole thing is, how are you guys gonna keep these players engaged until 2023? You get what I'm coming at. The expansions should be dropped. We should have had one already. We should have had one. So, because I don't know. I feel like the next gen patch, it was cool. It made some, improvements. But it's like, I jumped into it, checked it out. Oh, yeah, cool. Reflections off the water. Yeah, that's cool. And then I just stopped playing it. What is going to keep players in? And I was also just reading something that the game just sold 18 million copies, which for a game that was problematic and very controversial in its release month, that's surprising. It's like equivalent to a Call of Duty. You know how people bash Call of Duty and it still sells millions of copies, and I believe Cyberpunk is gonna go on to sell more copies in the near future, and it is a decent game. It has good, mechanics and good ideas, but it wasn't a polished game to begin with. It wasn't a game that I could say it was worth $65, maybe like 30. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a game that you wait for sales to come up before you buy it. And they put out a list of what they're focused on for 2022. Now, I'm going to read off everything. Development work on Cyberpunk 2077 expansion. Development work on a new Witcher game based on Unreal Engine 5. Further support for Cyberpunk 2077. Development work on the next-gen version of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Development work at the Molasses Flood on an unannounced project based on one of our franchises. Launch of a spin-off to Gwent, the Witcher card game. Further support, the Gwent, the Witcher card game, and the Witcher Monster Slayer. And conceptual and research work on unannounced projects. This is all for 2022. Now, I don't know what their idea of further support for Cyberpunk 2077 is. Maybe just little patches and quality of life improvements for the rest of the year. But that's... I don't know. They got all this other stuff. Going on. But you have a game that you want people to play and support. And let's be real. When The Witcher 3 came out, I never played it when it first came out, but I heard there was problems with it, and over time they fixed it up. That shouldn't be like that. That shouldn't be like that for Cyberpunk. This game was hyped up. This game was in the works for 10 years and got delayed multiple times. Okay, they really have to do something. I don't know. they have to add something to the game. I'm sorry. I mean, the game is incomplete. I mean, I'll come around in 2023 and stuff, but just don't expect people to be playing this game actively. Once you 100% complete the game, there's nothing else to do. Once you buy the apartments, there's nothing else to do. Once you buy all the cars, there's nothing else to do in that game. And I don't know how they're going to make this work. Because The Witcher 3 is a very engaging game. There's so much stuff to do. Like, you could go back to the game and find stuff to this day that you probably didn't find on the first playthrough. Why is Cyberpunk not like that? Why is it not supported the same? And I don't know. I'm probably just talking to talk, but it was one of my favorite games. But I just won't be checking for it for right now. Not until there's like a major update. I'm hoping that they're able to slide something in there. Maybe like some new side missions, not like a full DLC, but like a regular, I don't know. Do something different or open up a different, section of the game or a different section of the map or, probably do some missions in some unexplored territories in the game and stuff, like in the Badlands. Just something small, just so people can have a reason to go back to the game. But that's it for now. It's your boy Marcus Scott, aka the Caramel Poppy. Stay safe. I'm out.